Today I think is the 5th of August 2022. I've shot videos of this and photographs of this, but it's just remarkable. This is a culture bed which was didn't have a lot of soil on it, so I added some what was basically clay type soil, pretty dense, not that great. So I thought, well, I've got some seeds, so let's plant some seeds in here and see what happens. And this is Three Sisters. We're going to do a lot more of this next year. Corn, beans and squash from seeds into soil, suboptimal soil, if there is such a thing, I suppose. Nothing, no fertiliser, no nothing. A bit of compost, I have to say, were added. But this is completely remarkable. Even though I'm only shooting this video for my own sort of historical context, I mean, this is really completely, these tomatoes, by the way, we didn't plant. This is completely illustrative of why it's important to keep soil covered, even if it's with what people call weeds. This soil now is completely different. I mean, it's like it's gone from really, but what was brown to quite a deep black. Those are sweet potatoes. I've tried to grow them before here. Katie got those plants, and you can see the squash and what their job is in Three Sisters. It's these big leaves that shade the ground, and that comes back to my point about not having soils bare. Sometimes it's unavoidable because it's a new bed. Even then, mulching's a good idea. Just coming around here, I mean, this is just remarkable. I mean, some of these leaves, it's interesting too. People would say, "Oh, what's happening to my leaves?" Well, of course, they don't look as healthy as pure green leaves, but they're still doing the job, which is to shade the ground so that the squash can propagate under there. Whether we get any or not, we'll see, won't we? There's a few flowers down here, and I'm certainly not going to take them to eat them because I want to let the plants, there's some more down there, benefit from them. Let it go through its natural cycles. That's another thing. I mean, look at, so here we have, you can see, this is a cattle panel. We've got this wonderful, this I think is a butternut, and I think down there is delicata. We'll find out, won't we? But just look at the life and the life force in these plants. They're attaching themselves to the cattle panel, which is exactly what the idea was. This looks like the possibility of a forming squash. We'll see. It doesn't really matter. I mean, to feel the vitality and the happiness of these plants, to walk out here every day and see this, it's like, it's better than any sort of, becoming a millionaire overnight, seriously. I mean, this is true happiness. It's happiness from the point of view of the plant, and it's happiness from the point of view of observing them and seeing what's going on. I mean, it's truly remarkable. I've been fortunate to have a few remarkable experiences in the gardens I've looked after, and this is certainly one. And I'm, shooting this video really for my own memories, and as I often say, there's my shadow. Yeah, it's completely remarkable. I mean, just look at that. From what was, basically a hugelkultur bed. Yeah, let's see what happens. Let's see if we get any fruit and so on from it, as I call them. But look at the height of those, of the corn. One thing that's interesting to me is I haven't seen any, corn's air pollinated. So if things are going to work, you get tassels that come out to the top. Sort of, that's what I'll call them. Not seeing any of that yet, and it is late-ish, but I was late in many ways planting these. So if we're lucky, we'll get some corn from it. We've definitely got beans already. And I'm growing those beans elsewhere too. So they're very special beans. So there we are. Back where we started from. It's just completely remarkable, isn't it? I think, anyway. Alright, that was the longest video. 4 minutes, good heavens. That is a long video for me. But there's so much wonder and beauty here. Coincidentally, I'm eating, the reviled plant. No plant should be reviled. Blackberries. I mean, I'm eating fruit from these plants every morning. And the good thing about that is, obviously the plant wants to be here, and it's giving us fruit. I mean, isn't it worth putting up with a few scratches to get some wonderful fruit? I think it is. Okay, thank you.